3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a handoff looking right. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch the whip. Check nickel. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Save. Tight dog. Monday. 52. Switch. He's checking. Crash. Check 50. Check. Slam.
Now they try the right side here. Finding room at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 34. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Rush in. You got tight right there. Check. SOS. Middle.
Right back to him on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Check the backer. Kill. Hey, alert. Crunch. Alert. Team.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike 49. Pick it up.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Check nine, check nine. On down. Watch take the 3. 80.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Blue down. Jim. Pick the edge. Come. Show it up. Bang.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Joker. Stop. No. Off. 36. Motion. I got one.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
To the air, Allen. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hey, tight. He's coming, double up.
Undercrush, undercrush. General West. Alert. Hey, Charlie.
On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Regular. Done.
He's coming.
Alert.
Back. Shit.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Regular.
Hey, alert 3, alert.
5 wide. Hey, Alpha.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
So don't say nothing. Go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Watch twins.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
We ain't beginning to serve you up. Don't get nervous.
Here's Rosen to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Check. Kill. Check 24. Quarter. Hey, switch gears.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
All day. I'm coming after you. Out.
49. Check 49.
Dudes. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Rosen. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check. Big gap.
Now they try the right side here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Where's 52?
5 wide.
52's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check.
Allen now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
It's just me and you. Kill. Turn up.
On 52.
Turn up. Switch.
Pass 85.
Check the crowd. Tighten up.
Home.
Check.
Spud.
Watch the twist.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
Mike, 80, 55. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Whip. Watch the whip. Check nickel.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Tackle. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 5.
Hey, let go.
Watch the run. Mike 55. Check 55, Mike.
Come on, boy. Yes.
From the 41, Rosen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, Zoo.
On play action, Allen. This complete to Jones. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Check. 319. Pass.
Here we go. Safe. Tight dog.
Alert. Check 52.
To throw again on second down. Allen, he'll buy some time right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight. Check 56. Hey, Delta.
Check.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Slam. Shoot.
56. Pass.
Rush in. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Rosen. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check safety.
Now a handoff looking right.
Check 99.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Check back.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the gun, it's Rosen. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Watch that. Pass. Check.
Hold. Middle.
Under 10. Watch the eye.
All 52.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Allen. Open man is Kirk, complete. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Allen's throw is complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the safety creep.
Allen to throw once more. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back.
You got it. You got it.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check 26, check 26. Check 9, check 9. Alert!
Now Allen again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the... And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Mike, hey, Haywood. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Allen going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They run with Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
On 2nd and 12, Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bang, bang, bang. Pass 85, pass 85.
Motion, motion, motion. Alert.
Where's 52?
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
52's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. 52's the mic, boy.
Operating from the gun, Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
The kick by Piñero is good, and the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Let's go!
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Patsy, Joker. Hard. No.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
49. They can't hang with us.
From the 44, Rosen. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
First down, Miami.
Rosen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
36. Check 31. Check 3. Hey, quarter. He's coming. Double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not... The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line.
Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down. Hannah, and boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Hannah. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch out, watch out. One day. Check 24.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Take four. On 52. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
Right here. Pass 85.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Shit.
To throw again. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to go down again. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the slant. Shoot. Middle. Shoot. Check 13. Pass 85. Hey, wahoo.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He completes it to Jones. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Alert flare.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Alert 3. Go ahead, baby. Go. Kill. Wide. Get wide. Check.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
80. Time out. Check. Lucky. Watch the twist.
Rosen to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dante Pettis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Allen. It's caught. Jones. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, D.
Back to throw. Allen. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Switch. Whip, 80. Watch the whip. Check nickel.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 52. He's checking.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It's just me and you. Check 50.
Throwing now is Rosen. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight. And they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Dolphins, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos.